welcome into the Colin Reich Show. I don't know if I'm going to keep calling it that, but for right now, it's the Colin Reich Show. Um, just some quick housekeeping. I've got a new kind of setup here. I'm going to be getting a new camera, so it's going to be looking a lot better. I have the whiteboard right above so you guys can see during the podcast. And then I kind of move this table over here. Got a record player, some books, some other cool shit. You're not going to see all of it because it's kind of off camera. But at the same time, it's just cool to look at. So we've got that. And we're just going to be doing a lot of fun stuff here. I'm snacking on some organic chocolate chips. There's like a little, a couple at the end of the bag, so I'm just kind of ASMR, just munching on these. Let's see. Can you hear that? All right. I apologize if that made you uncomfortable. Yeah. So that's just some housekeeping for you. I hope I don't have chocolate on my face. Yeah, that's just some housekeeping. I have written here on my notepad, my secret notepad that I'm showing you guys. I should make a Patreon for my notepad. My secret notepad, I have all these topics that I want to get to at some point. And I honestly wasn't sure which one I wanted to choose today. So I'm just gonna talk. I'm not gonna choose a specific one. I'm just gonna share my life story. Not my life story. I'm just gonna share a little bit about what's been happening lately, and maybe you can relate. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you can get something out of it. My phone keeps going off, and you're gonna see that, and I don't like that. So, but yeah, I feel like I've been getting back to a place where I'm really enjoying the journey more than getting to the destination. Because being on a journey and getting to a destination might sound very similar, but it's very, very different. It's getting to a destination is you're just focused on the end goal. You're not focused on what's currently happening, and what's currently happening is the most important thing, right? So if you have this big thing that you want to get done, you have this big thing that you want to accomplish, that's important, sure. But presently, what do you have to do to get there? What do you have to do to consistently set yourself up into positions to where you can leverage yourself into new opportunities to eventually get there? You don't just do it, right? You don't just when you're moving, right? When you're moving houses, you don't pack everything into boxes and suddenly poof, you go to a new house. No, 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 no. There's a process to it. There's a way to do it. There's a way to pack the truck. There's a way to, there's a way to arrange everything. Everything's, and I know that's probably a horrible analogy. But still, it's about the journey. It's about how you get there. It's about what you do to get there instead of getting there. Like shit. I have tons of stuff that I want to get done, but it's not just going to get done, right? So if you think about it's going to get done, or you just think about what's going to happen when it's done, if you're like, if you buy a lottery ticket and you just think of what you're going to do with all that money and you start acting as if it's already done when it's not, you end up in a shit ton of debt and you didn't even win the lottery. So it's kind of like just focus on the present moment. Just focus on what's important in the here and now and still keep that end goal in mind, but don't make it the forefront of your thoughts because then you're getting ahead of yourself. You don't want to get ahead of yourself. It's nice to think and it's nice to have goals and it's nice to kind of daydream and manifest and, kind of have a vision for the future and what you want it to look like and what your goals are and how you want to get there and what you want to do when you get there. because that's all exciting and that's awesome. And that means that you have ambitions, and having ambitions is what drives us and what gives us meaning. But it's just so important that you don't let it get to your head, you know? You don't act as if you're already there. And a lot of people will say, in order for something to happen, you have to act as if it has already happened. You have to act as if it's been done. And yeah, to a certain extent that makes sense, because if you don't live it, you will never be it, you know? It's kind of like fake it till you make it, but in a different sense. Like if you don't embrace that vision, you don't embody that vision, and you don't put everything you have into that vision, then it's never going to happen. Excuse me. But you can't go throughout your entire life, excuse me again, it's these chocolate chips, just believing that something has already happened when it hasn't. You know? There's the belief in the thing that you want to happen, but you can't believe something that isn't real. You know? You can believe in the fact that it will happen, but don't act as if this thing has already happened, you know? So focus on the journey, because when you look back, when you have accomplished that goal, you're going to miss the journey. You are going to say, everything that I did to get here, I had so much fun. Like just live in the moment. Just live in the moment, because what you're destined for and the amazing things that are coming to you are just, it's great. And it's great to think about that. But just think about what you have in the here and now, because it doesn't last forever, Like once you get to the top, once you accomplish anything you want to, it gets boring, the here and now is when you do random shit and you take risks and you bet on yourself and you dive head first into something, sometimes ignorantly, like I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get here, but I'm gonna get here and it's gonna be fun. Being spontaneous, just doing whatever comes to mind. This is the time where you do that in the here and now, because all that will be gone when you accomplish what you want to. It's trial and error, you have to embrace the journey. The journey is, it's an amazing thing. It's a beautiful thing, you know? And I've really been embracing it recently. Like the past couple of days, I have felt like I'm in a zone and I'm in a place where I'm thinking about the present moment, and I'm thinking about, hey, there's all this great stuff going on, but I wasn't thinking about it before, and I was getting ahead of myself, and I was, and that doesn't work. That doesn't help anything. That doesn't help you get to where you want to be. In fact, it hurts you. It takes you away from that. It takes you away from your goals when you're constantly thinking about what you're going to do when you accomplish your goals. That doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about that. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But right now, we got a whole ton of a way to go. It's a long fucking journey. Wherever you want to go, it's a long journey. It's like embracing the obstacles. Just like every day waking up and saying, I'm ready. I want to go. I want something to, you know, just shake up my world so I can be like, yeah, I can do this. Because every moment that has happened in your life up until now has been preparing you for something greater. Like you're ready for it. When you wake up tomorrow, you're ready to kick ass, You're ready to take over the world. You're ready to do whatever you have to do to succeed and to be happy, and that's important, Like take it moment by moment, Whatever's coming your way is something you can deal with. I just had this conversation today, and I had this conversation a couple days ago as well with two of my close friends. Is that everything that you have overcome in your life up until this moment has been preparing you for something greater. So anything that's in your way now you can accomplish it. You can do it, you know? But you just have to have that belief in yourself. So don't get too caught up in where you're going. Just get caught up in the fact that you are going, you know? Because you slow down when you stop to smell the roses, and that's important. It's important to appreciate what's around you. But when you stop and you think you've made it, when you're not even fucking close, you haven't. You got a lot of time to go, and it slows you down. It slows you down when you think that you've gotten somewhere that you haven't. You're in the middle of fucking nowhere, right? You're in the middle of nowhere, and you have to find your way. But you're stopping and you're like, I've made it. Made it where? You're stopped in the middle of the fucking road. So my message to you, my word to you, is to focus on every single day, to keep pushing, to keep going, to keep grinding. And love that. Embrace that. Embrace the hustle. Embrace the struggle. Embrace the challenges. Embrace all of it. There's tons of amazing things that are going to happen every single day. But if you focus on something that hasn't even happened yet, you're going to miss those things. All right? So don't miss those things. Focus on the present moment. Focus on what matters. Stay around people that love you, that care about you, that you love, that you care about. That's the most important thing, you know? And the second most important thing is these chocolate chips. So I will leave you with some more ASMR. And this is part of my journey today. All right. Sorry for the squirrel noises. I will see you guys on the next episode. All right.